Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are live swatching the Enchanted collection from Ella+Mila, and this collection is already available. Each polish is just $10.50 on their website and $50 for the whole collection. So if you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And we are going to start out with the absolutely gorgeous Secret Garden. This is a creamy nude from the Enchanted collection, and I hesitate to call it a nude because it doesn't really look like a skin tone color to me. It looks more like a stone color. So I do still very much enjoy it. I think it's going to be a lovely color to accentuate any manis or something that you can stamp on top of to really make things stand out. But as usual, a very nice formula. I am using the Ella+Mila base coat and top coat in my swatches, and basically all I needed was 2 coats for full opacity. I do apply my first coats very thinly just because I like to get a good feel for the formula before I continue. I usually go a little heavier on that second coat because now I know what I'm working with. No running, no pulling, and this one's pretty light, so no staining either. Big plus. Next up is Sacred Sage. This one is a Dusty Miller green. And again, all the polishes, $10.50 a piece separately. So I was head over heels for this one because I love sage greens. I don't know when it happened. I don't understand why, because I'm normally a big emerald green girl, but sage greens just they're so relaxing and so zen. So of course I fell in love with this one immediately, and I'm only on my first coat. I'm feeling some really good opacity vibes with this, but that is a hallmark of traditional creams. I really enjoy them in manicures because they are just so simple to apply. And then I did do 2 coats again with all of these polishes just because I like to try to even out my cuticle line without having to use a cleanup brush if I can. There's no guaranteeing that I will, but definitely enjoyed this one. But next up is Spellbound, which is a pinkish lilac from the Enchanted collection. And I kind of felt like this one, Sacred Sage, and Secret Garden all went really well together. I'm going to probably check my collection that I have both PR and purchased to see if there are any other colors that would go with them, because I'm feeling a Skittle Mani right now, like with a gold accent and mattified nails. So I'm just spitting out ideas as we go, because this is a more relaxed swatching because it's already been released, so I can just sit here and tell you guys what I am thinking without having to really focus on anything else. Also, the descriptions are pretty straightforward and to the point. I actually felt like Spellbound was giving me a little more mauve with that pinkish lilac, which I did very much enjoy. But now this brings us to the star of the collection, in my personal opinion, because I have been waiting forever for Ella+Mila to get me one of these bolder, warmer, kind of mustard yellows in their collection. All of their other yellows are like, kind of bright or kind of pale or kind of neon. But this is my yellow. This is a yellow for me. And this one is called Lost City. Of course, I loved the formula. And no, none of these are going to be hard to remove because there's no glitter in them. There is some shimmer in two of the polishes, but I didn't have any problems with removing them, and I didn't get a lot left over of anything. So, but I just am really, 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 really hyped for Lost City. It is the color from Ella+Mila that I have been dying to add to my collection. So hands down, you all already know, I think this one is going to be my favorite. In the live swatch, it is coming up almost orange, which it's not. It's truly a rustic mustard, but I guess the warm undertones in it can give it that kind of feeling in lower light. But the other ones are color accurate, and I'm trying to get a little more light on there so that you can see that that's not an orange. It's a rustic mustard, and that's going to be my new favorite description for colors of that shade. But next up, we are looking at Mystical, which is a coral with a gold shimmer. And by the way, if you are enjoying this video, go ahead, leave me a like. Let me know if you've tried this brand, because I feel like we could all use a 17 free brand in our collection, because I use a lot of nail polish. I don't know about everybody else. I am nail polishing it up all day, every day, lots of times during the day. And it is nice to know that at least one of my brands is getting closer to that 20 free, mostly free kind of mark for their ingredients. And their ingredients are listed on the site under the description of the polish, so you can see all of that. But definitely liking Mystical because it's not a traditional fall color. It's not even a traditional winter color. It's just something brighter and fun, and that gold shimmer really does kick it up a notch. I was surprised because I was like, it's very subtle. It's not going to be enough. And then the light hit it, and I was like, oh, I see. I see what you all did there. So definitely going along with that Enchanted theme, I can see how it fits. Next up is the last of the collection, and it is Twilight. It's described as a muted royal blue shimmer. So I've got the royal blue, and then I've got the shimmer, and I'm just like, yes. I felt like the Twilight was almost teal leaning for blues, but don't quote me on it. It could just be my perception. So, but that blue shimmer does really stand out. And I kind of liked the way that at some angles it's subtle, and then when the light hits it, it just sparkles, and it sparkles in such a delicate way. So even if you are like I used to be, like I just used to not like creams. I used to not like anything that didn't have sparkle in it, but there were some looks where I was like, oh, too much sparkle, too much sparkle. So if you're kind of in between, polishes like Twilight and Mystical will serve you well in your collection. And I am going to, of course, do a side-by-side for this one as well. Only the swatch pictures have top coat on them. In my live swatches, I would like you to see the actual finish and texture prior to putting your top coat on so that you can gauge about how much top coat you'd like. And I am kind of feeling like maybe I could have done 3 coats for Mystical because I feel like user error. I didn't do thick enough second coat on that one. But that is the end of this video for me. If you are part of my nail fam, thank you so much for your support and your good vibes. I appreciate you so much. I'm sending out virtual hugs to each and every one. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hanging out with us. As always, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in my next video.